Investigators from the Federal Office of Civil Rights are at the South Carolina School for the Deaf and Blind.
It was a complaint made public on behalf of the deaf community, and now the deaf community is protesting.
A former audiologist at the South Carolina School for the Deaf and Blind filed a complaint with the U.S. Department of Education. The complaint alleges the school doesn't make parents aware of all their learning options. Eyewitness News reporter Kendra Farn tells us why those in the deaf community who disagree are speaking out.
Deaf people are competent.
She's a member of a newly formed alliance advocating freedom of parent choice. Dee Bannister's 15-year-old daughter is a blind student here at the School for the Deaf and Blind, a school she says places children based on a number of things, like intellectual and social development. She disagrees with Lisa Rogers' complaint.
Ms. Rogers, as an audiologist, evaluated placement of children based on their hearing solely, and that is only one component of educating a hearing impaired child.
Administrators here say they can't talk about the complaint or tomorrow's rally. They say the Office of Civil Rights just puts too many constraints on them. They do say, however, that they place a lot of weight on the opinions of South Carolina's deaf and blind citizens, and it's the parents of that community that have the right to choose their child's education. We couldn't get an interview with Lisa Rogers, but she told us she is unclear as to what the protest is all about or why this has become a parents' rights issue. My complaint would not negate parental choice. She went on to say that the law is set up to empower parents, not to take away choice, and having knowledge, information, and options is true parental choice. Still, her complaint has a lot of parents and faculty members outraged.
Given all the concern, there was simply a saturation of letters from parents. And again, we feel insulted because decisions were made on our behalf and on behalf of our children, and our input wasn't requested.
So tomorrow there will be a rally, and what do people here want to come of it? Simply for the public to realize that deaf people are competent. They say to erase some of the old, archaic views that deaf people need decisions made for them. In Spartanburg, Kendra Farn, TV7, Eyewitness News.
The alliance advocating freedom of parent choice says it gave Ms. Rogers 10 days to apologize to members of the deaf community. Since they haven't heard from her, they're planning to protest tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock at Spartanburg's Morgan Square.